This week's silver special for Miles Franklin are pre-65 silver dimes and quarters for spot price. No premium attached. Go get yours right now while supplies last. Email info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. It helps me out. Andy Scheckman is the CEO, so you know we're legit. We also have gold and platinum specials right now. We have a massive inventory, great prices on everything. Hit us up, info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. Now let's jump into the video. All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to your daily silver news. My name is Silver Slayer, and if you want the latest information of what's happening across the globe and how that affects the price of precious metals, make sure you click subscribe. I will do the hours of research a day for you and wrap it up in a shiny YouTube video, saving you all of that time and energy. Plus, I cover it all. I even covered the BRICS Summit meeting that happened July 6th and July 7th. I covered both days, what happened with all of that, my past two videos. So I cover everything because it all does affect the price of precious metals. And that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Silver consolidates close to the 2012 highs, poised for a breakout. Now, it's so crazy to see silver sitting at $36.61 so comfortably. You know, I've been stacking for about 11 years, and doing the math, the average price of silver for the last 11, 12 years is around $15 or $16. So I'm desensitized to very low prices. I remember the first time silver broke above $20, the July 2016 high. I was still making daily videos back then too. Believe it or not, I remember making that video and we celebrated. Silver broke above 20 bucks and now it's sitting at $36 and we're cool with it. It's almost like it's no big deal, right? All of these new stackers that are desensitized to these higher prices think nothing of it, but silver's come a long way over the past decade or so. So anyways, I'm going to link this article in the description. I'm telling you folks, go take advantage of that deal. Pre-65 dimes and quarters for spot price is insane. I rarely see that, and if I do, it's from a local coin shop where it's not the same. Go to Miles Franklin and take advantage of that. Plus we have crazy low prices with everything else as well. So yeah, metals have seen a strong year performance, largely driven by post-COVID currency depreciation, the widespread use of quantitative easing, also called QE, and balance sheet expansions by central banks put fiat currencies under pressure, giving precious metals a solid fundamental tailwind. Now, let's just think rationally real quick. Let's just put our thinking caps on. 1 + 1 always equals 2, unless you're Terrence Howard and say that 2 × 2 = 5 or whatever he said. But seriously, let's think about this. The dollar and silver are complete opposites. And when the dollar depreciates, when it folds downwards, silver goes upwards. We know every single fiat-based system throughout history fails. The dollar's already lost 98% of its purchasing power. 99% is coming soon. We're $37 trillion in debt, and it is going to collapse eventually. And we're going to go into this new digital era. So if we know for sure the dollar's going to fail, and we know right now for sure when the dollar fails, gold and silver take off, then what does that mean? That means inevitably gold and silver will be on top. That's just a fact. It doesn't take a genius to see that. It might not happen right now. It might not be your get-rich-quick scheme that everyone's looking for. But if you are stacking silver and you are planning to save for a long time or pass it to your kids and grandkids, you are making the right decision 100% of the time. You cannot say that with anything else. So a comparable period unfolded between 2004, actually I skipped this, to 2011. So when gold rose from around $400 to a high of 1880, propelled by QE1, followed by the 2008 global financial crisis. Now, we all know the 2008 crisis started the trajectory that pushed silver to $50 in 2011, right? So, in contrast, the 2022 the 2022 global rate hiking cycle helped restore some purchasing power to fiat currencies, temporarily capping gains in metals as tighter monetary policy reined in inflation expectations, but this effect has waned as policy rates have started to go down globally since their 2023 peaks. So we are always making the rational decision when we're transferring fake money into real money. That's just a fact. It's called a safe haven asset for a reason. But people try to overthink things, overlook things, downplay things, have biased perspectives, have biased opinions, getting on the wrong types of bandwagons or investing for the wrong reasons or listening to someone without doing the research themselves or investing into things that simply just have no intrinsic value, and then they wonder why they get burnt. Silver followed a similar trajectory, but a comparable period unfolded between 2004 and 2011. If we are following 2008 to 2011 global crisis, financial crisis, recession and depression and billions and stimulus led to $50 silver 3 years later. Nowadays, recession/depression, financial crisis, trillions in stimulus, a global pandemic, all of these wars going on. If that pushed silver to $50 back then what could it do to silver today? So gold has more than doubled since its value with the October 2022 lows and has dragged other precious metals upward, such as platinum, palladium, and silver. Silver followed a similar trajectory, rallying from $6 to an all-time high of $49.80. It went from $6 to $49.80. Now, a lot of people were desensitized to $6 because that's when they got in. But a lot of people also hopped on the bandwagon around $48, $49, so they're desensitized to this price. So when they look at, if they got in at 48 and then it goes down to 30, they're thinking silver's crashed. But these guys that got in at 6 see $30 silver and think silver is booming. It really just depends when you got in. But at the end of the day, when you got in shouldn't truly matter. What really matters is where silver's headed. So this correction was in part driven by a supply response as miners ramped up production in response to soaring prices. But nowadays, if that happened again, miners can't ramp up production the same rate that we did back in the day, especially with the amount of silver that we need. To look back in 2011 to what the silver's industrial demand was, or there probably wasn't even supply deficits back then, but looking at all these deficits now, there's no way we would be able to put that band-aid on that wound like we were able to in 2011, which capped silver at $49.80. So here is a chart from 2002 till today, July 7th, or yes, this is from yesterday. Look at this chart. You see how these huge green candlesticks shot way up all of a sudden? That's also why silver crashed all of a sudden. Nowadays, we're seeing a more gradual approach where prices are stabilizing. This precious metal is currently trading in the 2012 range, $27 to $37 after breaking out from the previous 15 to 27, 2020 to 23 range. And silver was actually the number one performing asset in 2020. Silver was number one. Prices seem to be arriving close to overbought in the monthly chart. However, the RSI is not there yet, and the past few months of buying have printed strong thrusts into ongoing trend. So saying it's not over yet, and this is the important sentence. The metal is currently forming the premises of a monthly upwards channel indicating potential resistance around $41, but has to first overpass the 2012 $37.50 highs to get there. So $37.50 is where we have to pay close attention to. And right now at 36.68, and with the RSI indicator showing we're not fully at overbought territory yet, then we might get there. Lower time frames give more clarity on how current impulsive this move is going upwards. A major push from February's 2024 $24 lows took the metal to $32 before retracting and forming the ongoing steeper weekly channel. Liberation Day created a sharp sell-off from 34 to 28 before the general market recovery and dollar outflows took prices to decade highs. And another important sentence, prices have consolidated largely since the Israel-Iran $37.31 highs, taking the RSI form to overbought current levels or neutral levels as the 20-day moving average finally caught up. The rest is to see if buyers use this technical support to generate another impulsive move, aka take advantage of this little pullback, which you should. I'm still buying silver at $37. I'm buying it at $34. I'll be buying at $41 and $50. You want to know why? Because silver is much more valuable than $50. And if you think that $50, hold a $50 bill in your right hand and hold a 1-ounce silver coin in your left hand, and try to think which has more value. Which has more value? Silver holds value. And that's just a fact. So, an interesting pattern can be in developments of the 4-hour chart as selling from the weekly open just stopped at its 50-period monthly average close to the middle range. So, meantime, prices will have to at least hold this week's 37.15 lows. And right now, 36.68 or this 36.15 low is now it's 36.68. It's holding there. So support levels, which is mean the level you want it to stay above, and resistance levels, which you want it to break above. So 36.40 is the monthly average, which is the 50 immediate support, 35 to 35.50. So we needed to stay above these, especially 35.50. Resistance, what it's trying to break above is 37 to 37.50, and then potential resistance at 38 to 38.50, and then a potential high weekly channel, $39 to $40. Now, who says it's going to go there? Nobody. I mean, well, a lot of people, but I'm not saying it's going to go there. But it's possible, and those would be the resistance levels. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Just make it short and sweet. If you want to know what's happening more on the global front, then go check out my past 2 videos covering the BRICS summit. It was in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Trump posed a threat to the BRICS, saying if you guys try to push any type of scheme to, to de-dollarize yourselves or try to, push any type of scheme on the US dollar, I'm going to push 100% tariffs on you. 100%. Do not mess with the US dollar. Do whatever you want, not the dollar. And it seems to have worked with a couple of countries. So anyways, yeah, interesting stuff. Go check that out. Make sure you email Miles Franklin if you want a spot price. Buy pre-65 stuff at spot price. info@milesfranklin.com. Let him know Slayer sent you. Let him know Slayer sent you. If you're a veteran, then I got you as well. American medical experts I'm partnered with. They help veterans get the medical benefits they need. Over 17 million veterans aren't receiving their maximum benefits. A lot of them, none at all. I can help you with a free consultation as well. So make sure you click the link in the description. It will automatically set you up with the med team, and you can get telehealth. You can get a telehealth with an actual doctor, on the chart for you. Set up a schedule. There's a lot of open slots, and be able to help you out. And hopefully, I can do that. I mean, to be able to help veterans out is more than enough. That's an honor to be able to do that, especially since everything going on around the world. I want to protect the veterans, the ones that have protected and served, and it's the least I can do. So anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.